So here we are in the pilot offices. This is it. This is the part that no one ever sees. The office for America's oldest Catholic newspaper, arguably the finest. Antonio, what is it about the pilot today that's still important, that's still attractive, that's still necessary for Catholics and for families?
Well, I'm going to say that I think the pilot today is as important as it's ever been, or even more important, as we live more and more in a society that has the Catholic faith not anymore in the background. Our audience are Catholics, people who go to church, people who watch Catholic television, people who want to learn about their faith. The pilot provides every week on the printed edition and every day online Catholic perspective. We want to be Catholic, we want to understand our faith, we want to be able to understand why we believe what we believe, and the pilot does that in many different ways. It does it through news, it does it through commentary, it does it using the tools of the trade for journalism, which is sharing stories, but always bringing perspective. If we didn't bring perspective, there would not be a need for a pilot. But that's what we do. We help people understand their faith by reading about the things that are happening.
There are ways to read the pilot, not just the paper, the printed edition, but there's many ways to read it online.
Of course. When I first arrived at the pilot, it was 2001, it was a long time ago. The first thing I realized that we had to transition between the traditional printed newspaper to a newspaper that it's modern, that it is where everybody is today. And we've been doing that progressively throughout these years. We developed websites that eventually became award-winning websites in the Catholic press. We are present in social media. We have our Twitter accounts. We have our Facebook accounts. We need to be where people are. We are not about printing. We are about offering this Catholic perspective we were talking about. And in that sense, we have probably one of the most robust presences in the Catholic press today, and we are very proud of it. We offer not only the possibility for people also to come to read the pilot, but we bring the pilot electronically to our constituencies. We offer people the possibility of subscribing to newsletters where they get several times a week news and commentary from the pilot on Catholic news. Whatever is happening, you want to know, you want to learn what the faith tells you about it, you want to form your conscience, all these tools are there to help you, whether in print, online, wherever you are, we want to be.
How do you subscribe to this great newspaper? I mean, it seems to me that for a Catholic family or any Catholic individual, to have it delivered to their home would be a great benefit.
Okay. Well, I mean, of course, the easiest way to subscribe is right on our website. When you go to thebostonpilot.com, at the very top of the page, there's a subscribe button, and it's very easy to do online. You give your name, you can enter a credit card number. We have a number of introductory offers. We offer half price for 6 months. You can try it for a limited time for free. So we really we're more interested in getting into people's homes, having people have a chance to read it, look at it, and come to value it. And so that for us is the most important thing.
Now, speaking of encounter, every time I encounter the pilot recently, I notice something. A number of years ago, we did a complete remake of the online presence, thebostonpilot.com. But now the printed edition of the pilot is noticeably different. I want to say more pictures, it's cleaner. What went into this process of deciding that first of all, that the pilot should look different, and how it should look, and what's the reasoning behind all that?
Well, as we print the pilot every week, the printed edition, we are also looking around. We are looking at trends. What is it that it's working? What is it that others are beginning to do? And I think it's a very important part of what we do, to be out there, to try to be as much as possible with our very limited resources, but kind of a state-of-the-art publication in that sense. So whenever we see these trends, we meet and we say, can we do this? And can we do this in a way that is going to be sustainable? Or because we cannot create something that then we cannot keep doing on a weekly basis. So when we met a few months ago and we looked at which were the trends, we realized that we had to come up with a much more graphical front page. People, they like to be attracted in some way to, before you open something, you want to see that it looks interesting, that calls your attention. And so we see that having like just more of a graphical front page with images, with smaller messages, makes people more likely to say, I'm interested. Let me go, and now I can go in and read the detail of what's in there. We also recently did a survey with Boston priests about the pilot, about what is it that they like, because for us the priests are a very important constituency of ours in terms of we distribute to their parishioners, we distribute also the newspaper in the parishes. And we found out that they were telling us that very same message. They were telling us it's important that the paper looks better, it's more attractive. So we've been working into that, and we've created something that I think it's modern, it's current. And the other thing that we are trying to move towards is also on the inside of the newspaper to have probably a little bit of a shorter, to have more stories and shorter stories. As we have also come to realize that we want to offer more different topics. We are like a stained glass window. We offer reds and blues and yellows, and we offer the people the possibility of pick and choose what is it inside the pilot that they like. Some people love the local story. Some people love Pope Francis. Everybody loves Pope Francis, but they love to read about what he's doing every week. Commentary, opinion. Some opinion is more sharp, some opinion is less sharp in different ways, but we try to offer, as I said, like a stained glass window with different colors, different options, so everybody that reads the pilot can take something, learn something, and help them in their own spiritual growing and informing their conscience and their faith.